Okay, so this video is completely out of the norm for really what my channel's been focused around. But I wanted to just sort of put this video out. It may help people, it may not. But in the beginning of the video, you see me inject TRT, testosterone replacement therapy drug. It's my first shot. It's been 24 hours since that shot, and I want to tell you what effects I have felt in that 24 hours. But before we get into that, what I want to tell you is the symptoms I was going through. So, first of all, I don't know how long I've been low. But on the chart that I got when I got my test, it said 250 and above was good. 250 and below was bad. And I was 232 or 237. So I was well under. And one of the biggest symptoms that I felt was fatigue. Always fatigued. And I thought it was because of my weight. So it wasn't like, I'm just like, well, I'm just gonna have to eat a little better, a little cleaner. Not that I ate super unclean to begin with, but I also didn't eat like a CrossFit guy or a bodybuilder guy. I ate like 80%, 70% clean. And the only thing I really did that was unclean was just like these teas. Man, when I'm on my way to work like I am now, I just fucking loved it. I just like to have one. On my way home from work, I like to have one. At work, it's just too hot. I can't really fuck with a whole lot of sugary drinks. It just gets me sick because it's just so hot at work. But anyway, so the fatigue, and what really tipped me off on the fatigue, I go out to make a YouTube video, and taking all that stuff out there, I'm out there a half hour, I'm smoked. I'm sitting down to edit the videos, and I just rush through it because I'm fucking tired. I go to the range by myself, no tripods, no cameras, no nothing. And I might shoot for, again, 30, 40 minutes. I'm smoked. And I want to be down there a couple hours, but I'm fucking tired. I had 40 species of tarantula, and I love having tarantulas and breeding them and getting a few extra bucks out of it to shoot and do my gun hobby. And I came home a couple weeks ago, and I was telling my mom, I said, I have to sell them. I have to sell all of them, because when I come home from work, I am just so fucking tired. I don't give a fuck about these things. And before, though, like 2 years ago, I come home from work, I'd be out there a couple hours cleaning everything, making sure everything's, just like someone who loves fish. You're always on top of the water. You're always on top of your nitrites, and is your water alkalinity and pH balance, blah, blah, blah. But so the short of this is, things I love to do, I was giving them up, okay? Because I was too fatigued. My mind was always scattered. All right, you're always thinking about this and that and finances and ammunition and what you're doing this weekend. And it was very hard to get a very solid, clear focus on one thing. And as far as sleep went, I thought I was sleeping pretty good, because I know that's another big thing the doctors talk about, your sleep. Are you sleeping well? Well, yeah, I was getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep. I've got cats. If the cats jump up on the bed and start fucking going ballistic, yeah, I wake up. And I'm just trying to think of some of the, here's the other one. So, like I think I mentioned, about eating clean, I had a calorie counter. I was always in a deficit. And by deficit, I don't mean 100 or 50. On average, I'm bringing in 1,600. Some days I'll like once a month I'll get a Starbucks, and that'll blow me over 2,000. But in general, I'm getting 16. Some days maybe 18. But I never really was over 19 unless I went to Starbucks. So with being in that deficit, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I should have been able to sit on the fucking couch and lose weight. And I did go for a jog here and there, and just some other odds and ends. I'm on my feet all day. I probably do 5, maybe 6,000 steps a day on average. So, I'm moving around. But, another symptom of this is not being able to lose that weight as easy as other people. I don't know, but, being in that deficit and everything, and walking, I still only fluctuate plus or minus 3 pounds a week. So, now there are some sexual side effects. That's nothing we need to discuss here. So anyway, I take the shot. About 6 hours later, and I give the shot in my thigh, as you see in the video. 6 hours later, not that I was a negative person. I'm a pretty positive person, but I just started feeling a lot more positive, and I was never aggressive, but I have a nervous, especially in big crowds. I don't like big crowds, but I just felt more mellow. When I went to bed, I slept fucking hard, and I got my quality of sleep, even though, like I said, I was sleeping 7 to 9 hours, but my quality last night was so much more than what it's ever fucking been in a long time. I mean, I had a good fucking sleep. When I got home last night, I was probably 10 to 15% better than before as far as the fatigue goes. And I came in, and there was things I've put off in my gun room. When I tumble brass and I'm putting it in the media separator and some of it spills, I've got that on the concrete floor, and I never fucking clean it up. I mean, it really has to be bad before I get into it. But I got home last night, I was goal-oriented, I fucking cleaned that up. I did a bunch of shit that I'm like, wow, I can't believe I've got the ambition for this, you know what I mean? So, but it's not like, first of all, don't think I had the energy to do any like fucking Navy SEAL shit. No. You're not like this fucking super fucking energized motherfucker. But I just had like this steady ambition, if you will. And so, yeah, it was good. it was a very positive experience. And we'll just see how the rest of the week goes. And so yeah, I mean, it sucks. So here's another thing. They want me to give the injection with a 22 gauge needle. I'm going to switch to a insulin 30 gauge. That way it's not so big of a fucking hole in my leg. And you want to get it like a 1/2 inch needle. That way you can get down into the tissue, you know. And then another thing that I'll say here from my experience is when you pull the needle out, take it out slow. Because when I pulled mine out, some of that fucking TRT shit came out of the hole, like fucking leaked out of the hole. You don't want that. So, but what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna try to, I hate to say it like this, but I'm going to like vlog this, if you will. Vlog it, whatever the fuck they call that shit. And I'm gonna try to make a video 24 hours after every shot I take. And that way, you know, I can say, you know, this is week 1. This is week 2. And then that gives you guys sort of an idea of, hey, if I want to feel like this or that, I'm a couple weeks out. You know, give or take. You know, the way, you know, everyone's body and how they absorb this shit, from my understanding, is completely different. My buddy said, you know, he told me, he goes, if you take that, he goes, within a few days, you're going to feel fucking amazing. Well, I'm not saying I feel amazing, but I'm 10% better than I felt in the past couple months. And if you want to, I don't want to call that amazing, but it's good. You know, I would like to see, my biggest concern is my fatigue and my weight. And I'd like to see how this stuff helps with both of them in the long run, you know, a couple weeks down the road. So that's where I'm going to leave this. If you got questions or if you got things you want to comment to me, put them down in the comments. Let's go from there. But I'm hoping once I get sort of squared away in a few weeks, I can just put out a better video, more thought, more focus, more detail in the editing. I'm hoping so. That was my goal when I started this channel, was to just have something that was a lot, or was more professional. I do have another channel, and this channel is starting to follow that channel, and I'm getting in that rut, and I'm hoping this can just keep me a little bit more focused and stuff like that. So anyway, hey, we'll catch you in the next one, and stick around if you want to find out how this plays out. So we'll talk to you then.